Right now, someone in the United Kingdom is working a late shift, staring at their bank app on a Wednesday night, wondering if they can genuinely afford to buy a coffee tomorrow morning. At the exact same time, someone else is sitting in a premium apartment in London, pulling in over £200,000 a year, looking at that same bank app, and wondering why they still feel completely broke. Both of these situations are entirely real. Today we are going to walk through every single pay level in the United Kingdom, from the national living wage all the way up to the elite top 1%, to show you exactly what life actually looks like at each stage.
We are talking real numbers, real taxes, real national insurance contributions, and the actual lifestyle each salary buys you in 2026. Why does a six-figure income no longer feel like a wealth-building salary? And how does the British tax system silently trap the hard-working middle class? Most importantly, at what exact income bracket can you finally stop surviving and start building true financial freedom? Let us find out. Let us start at the entry point of the workforce. From April 2026, the national living wage in the United Kingdom has risen to £12.71 per hour for workers aged 21 and over. If you work a standard 40-hour week, that works out to a gross annual salary of £26,436. On paper, it sounds like progress, but once the tax office gets involved, the reality is incredibly harsh. After keeping £12,570 completely tax-free under your personal allowance, the government takes a 20% income tax cut on the rest. Add in the 8% employee national insurance contribution on everything over £12,570, and your monthly take-home pay shrinks to approximately £1,840. Now, let us look at real-world expenses in 2026.
According to the Office for National Statistics, the average monthly private rent in the United Kingdom has climbed to a record £1,374. If you live in London, that figure is even higher. That means nearly 75% of your entire net income goes directly to keeping a roof over your head. Throw in the average weekly grocery bill of £119, pay your utility bills, council tax, and transport, and you are immediately in the negatives. At this level, saving is not just difficult, it is mathematically impossible. Millions of honest, hard-working people are doing everything right, showing up every day, and still falling further behind because this wage is designed purely for survival, not progression.
Let us take a step up. The median annual salary for full-time workers in the United Kingdom currently sits around £37,430. If you earn this, you are officially doing better than half the working population. On £37,430, your income tax takes about £4,972, and national insurance claims another £1,990, leaving you with roughly £30,468 a year. That is a monthly take-home pay of around £2,539. At this level, you finally get some breathing room, but only if you are highly disciplined. In most parts of the country outside of London and the Southeast, you can afford to rent a decent one-bedroom flat without needing a housemate. You can cover your groceries, run a reliable used car, and occasionally eat out on the weekend.
But do not expect to save a home deposit anytime soon. With the average house price in the United Kingdom hovering near £300,000, building up a 20% deposit takes years of aggressive cutting. However, this is the exact level where your money choices define your future. If you can stay disciplined, live like you are still on £24,000, and consistently invest even £100 a month into a low-cost global index fund, you can start building real, unstoppable compounding momentum. To see where the real wealth building starts, we have to jump to £73,000 a year. According to the latest tax data, Earning £73,000 puts you comfortably inside the top 10% of all employees in the United Kingdom. At this level, your gross monthly pay is £6,083. But as your income rises, so does the tax pressure. You have fully cleared the basic rate threshold of £50,270, which means every pound you earn above that mark is taxed at a heavy 40%. After income tax and national insurance take their cuts, you take home roughly £4,300 a month. This is where your lifestyle changes dramatically. You can comfortably afford a mortgage on a nice house, drive a modern car, take 2 weeks of holiday in Europe every year, and fund a solid lifestyle without checking your bank balance before buying groceries. This is the sweet spot of financial comfort. The biggest risk here is lifestyle creep. This is the bracket where people start leasing luxury cars, upgrading to expensive apartments, and spending money on premium subscriptions, only to wonder why they still feel trapped. The smart investors at this level are the ones who max out their annual stocks and shares individual savings account, or ISA, contributing up to £20,000 a year tax-free, and investing the difference to buy back their freedom. But as you push past the six-figure mark, you enter what is widely considered the most brutal and highly penalizing zone of the entire British financial system. Welcome to the 95th percentile, where you earn £100,000 a year. On paper, you have made it. You are in the top 5% of the country. But what your employer does not tell you is that the moment your adjusted net income crosses £100,000, a silent, invisible tax trap snaps shut. For every £2 you earn above £100,000, the government reduces your £12,570 personal allowance by £1. By the time you reach £125,140, your tax-free allowance is completely gone. Because you are losing your tax-free allowance while simultaneously paying 40% tax on your earnings. Every single pound earned between £100,000 and £125,140 is hit with an effective marginal tax rate of exactly 60%. And that does not even include national insurance or student loan repayments, which can push your actual tax rate above 70%. This is why many high earners in the United Kingdom feel incredibly frustrated. They work harder, get a promotion, but 60 pence of every extra pound goes straight to the government. At this level, a simple lifestyle upgrade can keep you living paycheck to paycheck despite your high salary. The only way to win this game is to actively fight back using smart tax planning, such as salary sacrificing your excess income directly into your self-invested personal pension, or SIPP, to legally keep your taxable income below the £100,000 cliff. Finally, we reach the top 1%. To sit in this elite bracket, you need to earn at least £201,000 a year before taxes. This group represents roughly 340,000 individuals across the United Kingdom, and they pay nearly 30% of all income tax in the country. At £201,000, your personal allowance is completely gone, and you pay 45% tax on everything you earn over £125,140. Your total tax bill is a staggering £80,531, leaving you with roughly £10,000 a month in take-home pay. At this level, money is no longer a constraint for daily life. You can live in the wealthiest boroughs of London or the South East, send your children to prestigious private schools, and take multiple luxury overseas holidays a year. But even at this level, time becomes the real currency.
High earners often work 60 to 80 hours a week, sacrificing their health and family time to maintain this income. The smartest people in the top 1% know that high active income is temporary. They aggressively convert their active salary into passive income-producing assets like dividend portfolios, global index funds, and real estate, allowing them to permanently step away from the corporate ladder. Here is the ultimate lesson from all of this. Your exact salary bracket matters, but your savings rate is what actually decides your freedom. An average earner on £37,000 who consistently saves and invests 20% of their income will build far more long-term wealth than a six-figure professional who spends every single penny to keep up appearances.
The gap between where you are today and where you want to be is not just about earning more. It is about keeping more of what you earn, protecting it from tax using ISAs and SIPPs, and giving it time to compound. No matter where you currently sit on this scale, the single most powerful step you can take today is to widen that gap, invest it wisely, and let time do the heavy lifting. If this video helped you see your income and the UK tax system in a new light, do me a favor and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you never miss our next financial breakdown. And let me know in the comments which salary bracket you are currently targeting. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.